Another blippity blip blip blip. We good. Welcome to Sexual Frequency, a non judgmental place where we can play, explore, and vibe into the new paradigm of intimacy and sexuality together. I'm your host, Goddess Lore. Welcome to episode 40 on this beautiful summer night. We are only 3 days into August, which not only is one of the hottest, but one of the sexiest months of the year. You know why? Because we are celebrating Erotic Embodiment Month. Shout out to Goddess Amina for proclaiming it so. And you know, honey, it would not be sexual frequency if we didn't have anal August. Come on, can I get an amen? Can I get some hands clapping for the anal August? Yes, we love anal here. Y'all know this about us. So we're here tonight to open up. That's right. To love all of the parts of ourselves and our bodies. We're here to dip into our erotic innocence and exploration with some anal tips so you can take more than the tip, because that's the goal. We don't want to give just a tip. We want to take all the tip. Right, Rick? Do you want to give just a tip or you want to give it all?
Gotta give it all.
All of it, right? I
All
mean,
of
we
it.
start with the tip.
Yeah,
We start with the tip. So get a drink, grab your lube, baby, because we are exploring tonight. Rick Rock with the hard cock. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, doing well. Doing all right. Little sad news yesterday. We lost our lovable Vince Scully. But, we have memories and, it's right now it's about him. So, um, I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel. You know what I mean? It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It was definitely a tough blow for the entire city of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Baseball fans in general, sports fans, if I'm being all the way honest. Yeah, we lost our beloved Vince Scully yesterday, 94 years old. Broadcasted for the Dodgers for 67
Seasons,
years, 67 seasons. We're not going to talk about that he started off as a Giants fan. We're going to forgive that, because everybody makes mistakes. It's fine.
That's right.
But Priestess, let's have you join in. We're happy to have you tonight because the Cosmos are all the way fucked up and we definitely need you to guide us through this. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm, obviously sad about the news yesterday. But even in the sadness, I think just what an incredible life, right? Like how humble he was. Like, let's take that energy in and be like, we could be amazing and humble and have this incredible life that empowers and touches so many people. And it's like it's sad, but it's also like, let's celebrate his life.
Yeah,
there you go.
His legacy.
Yeah.
He's more than an icon, a legend. I mean, all of the things that you can think of. He is truly an ancestor to the city of Los Angeles, 100,000% to our Vince Scully, who is now a part of the Cotton Candy Skies, Cotton Candy Clouds.
Cotton Candy Clouds.
Anytime I look at the sky, I'm going to get teary-eyed. I was just texting with somebody last night and we were talking about Vinny and I said, just the other day, I was looking up at the clouds and I could hear his voice just describing what the sky looked like. And, I want to just say, like, when I was really, really young and we used to go to the Dodger games and, of course, sit in the pavilion because that's where the raza could afford, at least my family. Sorry, I'm about to say it. I'm going to be real. And as a child, I couldn't appreciate what Vinny was and what he meant to the sport, to all of us. And I remember distinctly going on one day where they gave out little transistor radios. They were little baseballs. Yeah. And everybody in the pavilion had the fucking radio on. to hear this man's voice, to hear him call the game. And as a young kid, I was like really annoyed. Like I was like, oh my God, turn the radios off. I wanted to just yell at Daryl Strawberry. I'm pretty sure it was him. Like, just go, Daryl. No, I don't think I was that young when it was Daryl Strawberry. I can't remember who it was, but anyway, obviously through the years growing up and just having him be the voice of the sport that we just love so much, and a team that the city rallies around and just absolutely loves. There's only one LA team, you know who I'm talking to. I mean, he's the soundtrack of baseball. And in a sense, it's beautiful. What we're talking about tonight is embodiment, because Vin Scully is truly the embodiment of baseball. He was the embodiment of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The decades of work that he did, the people that he knew, the stories that he shared, how Priestess was saying he was just such a humble human being. And then I remember flash forward, like, did you ever like what's his name? Was it Little Joe Morgan? He was a baseball player and then he was an announcer, but every other thing that came out of his mouth was, he's a close personal friend of mine. And I would be like, shut the fuck up. Like, why you gotta be bragging about all these fucking people who are close personal friends of yours? Just tell the story. Be like Vinny, damn it. But realizing there's only one Vinny, you know, and he now belongs to the gods.
Yeah.
He belongs to everybody now, and he's with his wife Sandy. He left a huge legacy. I think he had like 3 kids. I mean, like, seemed like 30,000 grandkids every time you went to the game. Right, and I was like, Ben Scully's family's here, and it's like everybody fucking runs out to the fields. It was quite beautiful. And I'll just say one more thing, because I was watching last night, and you know, they had some of the Dodgers commentating, and they had Ginger Jesus. They had Justin Turner on. So they asked him like about when he met Vin Scully, and he said, listen, I was playing for the Mets. I think he said the Mets at the time. And I was here at Dodger Stadium, and Vinny came looking for me. And he was like, hey, you know, like, nice to meet you. Like, I'm a former redhead. Us redheads got to stick together. And just like the relatability of this like living legend, you know, to just, you know, can you imagine being a player and Vin Scully comes and looks for you? Like, damn, that's got to feel fucking amazing, you know? And then to call your career, not your whole career, but, you know, to call these special games for you. What were you going to say, Rick?
He was all class. You know, he's a gentleman, so he'll be greatly missed, but forever in our hearts.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
And ever and ever.
Ever,
yes.
ever.
Forever.
We got the different ones.
Baseball reference.
Ricky did Friday. You came in with the Sandlot to kill it.
This is why we work well together, guys. You know, before we jump into the topic, we do gotta, you know, tell the people what time it is, Ricky.
It's time for that pre-roll.
Pre-roll. Get your shit, light it up.
Here we go.
Hey, hit us with that beat.
All right, tonight's show is sponsored by 360 Photo Booth Expert. Whether you're looking to purchase or rent a 360 photo booth for your next event, visit 360photoboothexpert.com. With over 10 years of being in the photo booth industry, they're always going above and beyond with excellent service. And they also speak Spanish.
Hablamos
so
español.
Visit 360photoboothexpert.com and click on the Get in Touch tab. And don't forget to use promo code Sexual Frequency for our special discount.
Yes, we got the promo code. Not only are they help you with the manufacturing, they are actually mentors, and they help support you in your business needs. They give you the tools that you need to have a successful business with whatever photo booth that you choose. And I want to give a special shout out because it was Agatha's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to one of my absolute favorite Leos, Agatha Christie. We love you. We love you here at Sexual Frequency. You are an amazing human. You are a light to all of us. I love and I admire you because your vision is so big, and I love that you just what's the words I'm looking for? You
Go
can
for it.
see
Trust it.
big things. And I love that about you. I love being around energy that is just limitless, baby. We are just getting started, and you're gonna fucking keep an eye out, guys. Just keep your ear open.
Big
I don't know
thing.
if she's gonna be Agatha, if she's gonna be Christy, probably Christy. But
Yeah.
happy birthday to you. What was that you were gonna say, priestess?
I just said big things popping. Always.
Yes, absolutely. Big things popping. With that said, though, we're gonna move on to our next segment, because we're talking about the pure class that was Vince Scully. We're gonna jump straight to Cochina Chronicles. Ooh. Listen, this is a strange one today. I hope y'all are ready. I'm really being vulnerable tonight. Like really vulnerable. But here it goes. So excuse me, dry throat. Is that the universe saying, bitch, don't share this? Maybe. It's like censorship, please. Okay, so your girl's been having some digestive issues lately. I've been having a lot of heartburn, and I'm totally going to blame it on all of these transits that are going on right now in my sign, because I've been hella spicy, just like Mars. Like, honey, I am ready to just fight anyone and fucking everyone. And listen, you guys know I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. Like, I don't like fighting with people. I avoid conflict. But right now, I'm like, say that again. What'd you say to me? So I'm really hoping to get some insight later with the high priestess, because I don't know if I can take this, because I was spicy with the interim principal at my kid's school. I was like this close to hanging up on my therapist. I was telling Ricky on the way here, like, the song Kiss Me Through the Phone? I wanted to choke him through the phone. Choke him through the phone. Like, oh my God. So never ever has something like that happened to me where I wanted to fucking hang up on a therapist. I was really fucking pissed, guys. So anyway, that's where I'm at. That's the energy that I'm in. And today I'm talking to Priestess. We're doing like prep for the show. And out of nowhere, I had a hot fart. I had a hot fart, and then I had to quickly go to the bathroom. And as I'm heading to the bathroom, I was like, like hot farts, they definitely come with a pungent odor, but they feel a little bit good.
You heard that right. Hot.
Yes.
Feel good.
Hot farts feel a little bit good. And so Priestess was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what a hot fart is. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know what a hot fart is? It's a fart that comes out hot. Like, it comes out hot out your ass. It's hot. She's I don't know if I felt hot or cold. I was like, no, bitch, it's not cold. You don't feel a cold fart. That's just a fart. Ricky, have you ever had a hot fart?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's fucking hot as hell right now.
No, but like,
aren't
I know
all
what you mean,
farts hot?
Well, yeah, you're releasing your body temperature, right? It's coming from inside.
I don't feel like all farts are hot.
Well, no, I don't think they're all hot. Yeah.
I feel like a hot fart is like, That's
like
why when Priestess laughed, I'm like, oh, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's a hot fart.
Would you compare it to like a silent but deadly? You know what I mean? Something.
Oh
like
no,
that?
it definitely has bass to it. Absolutely, that absolutely has bass. It smells terrible, and you usually have to run to the restroom right after it. At least whenever I've had a hot fart. But because it is embodiment month, and I'm so into my body, I was like, wow, that kind of felt kind of cool. Like, not only do you feel the air that is like expelling from you, but you get added an extra sensation, which is the heat. So yeah, I wanted to share that because it's it's a little bit cochina. Like, who likes hot farts? Me, Goddess Lore, loves the hot farts. If you're a cochina just like me, make sure you're tuning into the show. Or if you know cochinas just like me, tune into the show because, you know, let's hang out and have brunch.
Let's talk about hot farts.
Let's talk about hot farts. So, Ricky, you have had you have
guess,
experienced a
yeah.
hot fart.
Well, I mean, describing what you just said, like, yeah, I mean, you know, when you're sick, I mean, you're having stomach issues, you said, right?
I've been having hella fucking heartburn.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like I'm wanting to fight somebody. And I took my kids out to lunch today, and Thomas said some shit to me like, oh no, you can't. Oh, the server asked if we wanted dessert, and I was like, no, we're good. And he was like, you can't have it anyway because you have heartburn. And I was like, what the fuck? He's 7, y'all. I was like, I don't have heartburn right now. And then like 20 minutes fucking later, I was like, dude, I have heartburn. Maybe he's my reason for my heartburn. But that's the Cochina Chronicle for tonight. I hope that more of you can relate because I guess here it's 2 out of 3.
Look, I couldn't place it. So next time I fart, I'm gonna be more conscious about whether it feels hot or not.
No, bro, listen, this is the thing with the hot fart though. Was that a hot fart? No, bitch. If you have a hot fart, you fucking know it's a hot fart. It's nothing else but a fucking hot fart. Like, there's no, if you have to question if it was a hot fart, it's not.
It's
like, but, you know, yeah, I guess next time you fart, you could kind of create a little spectrum of like,
I'll be more conscious of my farting for the future.
I appreciate your openness and your non-judgmentalness here on Sexual Frequency. It's very much appreciated. If you or a friend or someone who wants to remain anonymous wants to share their cochina, cochino, cochinex chronicles with us, please slide into the DMs on Instagram, either at Lotus Hustle or s.frequency with a K, and let us know. Maybe you can chime in. Maybe we'll get you on StreamYard, or maybe we'll just share your story anonymous. But listen, all you hot farters out there, hit me up. Let me know that I'm not alone. Yeah. Oh, man.
Wait,
and now
cake farts?
What's that?
Have you ever heard of cake farts?
No, I have, but please explain.
Yeah. It's videos where women, usually there's some of men doing it too, they're usually bare-assed and they sit on cakes and fart on them, and then you see the cake like move with the
like bubbles in the pool, or
but like, is it a special type of frosting that it'll like spray out, or?
I mean, maybe like there's some that I saw that for sure it like the frosting flies, or like you see the movement, or like they sit on it so like the frosting gets on their ass too.
Right.
It's pretty entertaining. It wasn't like sexually arousing, right, but it was like, this shit is dope.
I'm sure it is for some people.
Cake fart.
Wait, where did you see this?
I don't know. It was years ago that like someone brought it up. It was like an internet thing. It was like the 2 girls 1 cup, or like when
okay.
I never saw 2 girls 1 cup.
Wow. I don't. Yeah.
I've never seen it. I feel like anytime the opportunity came up, something happened, and I just it didn't
that's
happen.
Like a hot.
It didn't happen for me.
That's a hot fart in a cone.
Or
in a cup.
A cone?
I'm sorry, in a cup. Because it's 2 girls 1 cup. Yeah.
I think I watched like the first few seconds, and then like shit went down, and I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah, shit literally.
Like shit literally in a cup?
Yeah.
Did they both shit in a cup or just one? I'm curious.
I can't remember, but they're both eating it. Yeah, it's fucking bad.
Like with cake, or just
no, just
the frosting of the cake fart.
That's a good one. Wow. See, I love it where Cochina Chronicles takes us to so many places. We ended up at 2 girls 1 cup. Right. But that ends the Cochina Chronicles segment for the night. Again, if you have anything that you want to share with the crew, hit us up. Don't be shy. We are non-judgmental and we support anonymity. Anonymity. All right, so let's get into the topic for tonight. It's time to get juicy and jump into erotic embodiment. So we're going to break this down here on we're going to do it like this. We're going to do sexual frequency for dummies. And we mean that in the most beautiful, loving, embracing way. Your girl got some feedback. Oh my God, my throat. Your girl got some feedback and was like, listen, sometimes you be saying shit and people don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, that's fair. It's important that people know what we're discussing. So we had a team meeting and we came up with sexual frequency for dummies. So we're going to take these terms and we use them pretty often. And the thing with sexuality and embodiment is that a lot of these terms can be very fluid. So we're going to talk about it like as it pertains to the topic tonight. Did you have something to say, Rick?
No.
Oh, I thought you were like
I'm sorry.
flagging me.
No, I gotta show
No, all
the merch.
good.
Gotta show the merch.
Oh yeah, show the merch. Sexual frequency.
shirts still
You
available.
too could be rocking a sexual
Yeah.
frequency t-shirt. Just hit us up. Okay, so we are going to start with embodiment, or to embody, which is to represent in human form, like personify, like we were saying earlier. Like Vin Scully just embodies baseball. He personifies being an announcer. God, so much more than an announcer. A broadcaster. He's a broadcaster like us. We're broadcasters too.
Historian, all the things.
All the things. I mean, he was a plethora of knowledge, like walking encyclopedia. He was an encyclopedia before there was encyclopedias. How about that?
That's right.
Literally. So it's having a tangible or visible form of an idea, a quality, or a feeling. So this is what embodiment is. In this context, embodiment means to be one with your body, to just kind of tap in and see what it is that you're feeling. How does it feel in this moment to be in your body? This is my jam. Y'all know this. Like, I live for this shit. This is why this show was created, because we got to do more of this.
This is why you appreciate the hot farts, because you're so embodied that you're in touch with what's happening with your body.
I know. I appreciate that, and I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to try a cake fart. No, like not taste it, but like
Do it. Yeah.
I have a phenomenal ass. Why wouldn't I want to try a cake fart? Like,
Right?
let me set up the tripod. Jeff, I'm taking my tripod home tonight. I'm not gonna leave it in the studio.
He gave me a thumbs up.
I'm kidding, but for real. Let's get back to the definition of erotic. So, erotic is relating to or tending to arouse sexual desire or excitement. Eroticism, it's a quality that causes sexual feelings, as well as philosophical contemplation concerning aesthetics of sexual desire, sensuality, and romantic love. That quality may be found in any form of artwork, including painting, sculpture, photography, drama, film, music, literature, dance. So erotic embodiment would be just picture connecting the two, right? So listening to music, moving to the music, like as you're dancing, you are embodying the frequency, you're embodying the energy of the music that you are creating form with your body, right? As you're dancing, as you're moving. And it's a beautiful, beautiful fucking thing to be embodied. And then when you add your erotic, like being erotically embodied, it just is like the motherfucking cherry on top with the whipped cream. Damn. So good. Our erotic nature is really just comes from birth, comes from us being alive. Like it is just our natural state. It's what we call like erotic innocence. And I know because of the way that we have been conditioned, like erotic and innocent don't connect sometimes in our brain, but it really is that when we go back to that erotic innocence of curiosity, of pleasure seeking, of wanting to learn more, being explorative of our own bodies. Like when we're young, that's not really encouraged. Exploring and all of that, sure. But when it comes to exploring your own body, most of us have gotten shut down pretty quickly when that happens. I'm sure that we can all share a story or two of that happening to us, especially when we were younger, right? And when you're young is especially when you're exploring, because you don't know, like, all of these social constructs have not been like really deeply embedded in us yet at that time. So that's where the innocent piece comes in. We're free from that. But what happens is, society steps in, our parents step in. God forbid, your kid goes and does something that's embarrassing, and especially if it's in like a sexual manner, or a way that is enticing to men. If you're like a young lady, if you're a girl, because all the fucking, what does Amina call them? I just heard this term, like chastity, the keepers of chastity, are like, it's this ridiculous concept of keeping girls or women pure. So we can't have you exploring your sexuality. Like, no, you're touching your vagina, like, or you're touching your cookie, or whatever the fuck dumb shit people say. I'm sorry if I'm offending some parents out there. I know a lot of us, we don't know any better, right? But I think when we know better, we do better. And so this is part of why we're doing the show, that we do. I'm really open with my kids when stuff like that comes up. I don't shy away from talking about things. As a matter of fact, today, I didn't think I was going to share this, but I am. Thomas was packing up my spaghetti and meatballs, and I was like, be careful with the balls because they're really heavy. And so my oldest son starts laughing, and so we both start laughing, and I was like, oh, get the tomatoes too, because the little balls matter too, right? So of course my oldest son and I are laughing. And then I was like, all ball sizes matter. So, and then Thomas looks up at me and he goes, wait, even a man's balls? I was dying, and I was like, yes. He goes, why would you want a man's balls? And I said, Papi, because it's a whole package. You love the whole person. Like, that's why. I'm not going to explain to him why I love balls. That's not till he gets older, please. But I don't shy away from that or say, oh, don't say that, or we don't laugh at that, or, it's at age appropriate levels that we talk about this. Goddess Amina is just this brilliant practitioner. She's now my mentor. I'm starting a group with her. I mean, no, I'm learning from her. I'm not starting a group with her. She will be teaching me and other individuals, but she's based out of Atlanta. She will be presenting at Sex Down South conference that I'm going to in September. Yay! The GoFundMe is still active, guys. So please check it out. Any bit helps. If you have any ideas, what can I listen, I will raffle off a video of a cake fart.
Yeah.
Any donations of $50 or more, not even a raffle, y'all can have the video of a cake fart, okay, for $50. Get me to Atlanta.
Right.
But DM me if you're serious.
Yeah.
But she is this beautiful practitioner. Excuse me. She actually came out in Sex, Love, and Goop, Gwyneth Paltrow's Netflix special that she had. And so she's just beautiful. And she really says that the goal of this month, what is wrong with my throat? Jesus, that's the Lord is like, don't you dare record yourself doing a cake fart, bitch. That I will give you hot farts for the rest of your life. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick puff of my inhaler, and I'm gonna step away from the camera. Y'all do your thing.
Get it.
Good girl.
Not for real though. If you do a cake fart video, you could have like the whole GoFundMe funded within like hours.
I don't believe you. Who would pay for that?
Well, I mean, you're not going to advertise it to your followers or people that know you. You advertise it to the people watching cake fart.
Yeah.
You're right. Phenomenal ass. Farts on Sam's Club cake. Because those are cheap. But they're good though.
Our mommy just chimed in saying, I really wish I took a tally of how many times you said hot fart this episode.
It's a lot, bitch. It's a lot. Listen, if you donate $200 to the GoFundMe, I will bake the cake naked for you. How about that? I think I'm selling myself way too cheap right now.
I was gonna say that's cheap, girl.
That's cheap.
That's a lot.
That's too cheap.
That's a lot of work right there.
It is,
Making a cake.
but I gotta get to Atlanta, y'all. Okay, so what she talks about is this month is really about bringing us back home to our bodies, home to our wisdom, allowing us to return to our erotic nature. It's really about asking ourselves a question like, what does it feel like to be me in my body right now at this moment? Like, what are our bodies saying to us? Its ability to tune in and know immediately what is like a fuck yes and what is a hell no. Nothing in between, none of this softness of like maybe, sure, I guess. No, this is about having like a full knowing. And so one example for me that there was a couple of weeks ago that I was going to send Kinky Boo a care package because he wasn't feeling good. And when I checked in with my body was like, no, don't send it. But there was something inside me. I was like, no, that's not right. The next morning, I meditated. I really got in my body. And when I asked myself again, I got a super loving, like, yes, like send that because it's coming from a good place. You're coming from a nurturing space, not just because I felt a little bit guilty because, when he was back there in that area, I did, I did toot a little bit and it was not hot, but there was like a little, a little bit of air that came out. Even though I did Google it and you can't get sick because of it. Even if something came out, it would have to be a significant amount. And like that didn't happen. But anyway, it was because I was able to have that discernment of like, no, this is my fear talking. This isn't my body talking. This isn't my divine essence talking. This is fear. And let me tell you, fear sounded really loud and it was almost convincing. And so as I reflect on this now, I think like how many times have I lived my life where I've allowed the loudest voice to win and it is not in my true nature. And just because I felt like it was the loudest and the fastest thing that I got, I just went with it. It's now only because I am in tune with my body and I do embodiment. I do embodiment. What am I looking for? I don't want to say workshops, embodiment activities, right? Meditations and all of these things that that I was able to say, no, that voice isn't right. Like I know something's up and then finally able to like connect. Have you guys ever had moments like that where you had that discernment or your body instantly said something to you and you're like, okay, let me listen to that?
Yeah, where it's like telling you not to do something and you like have to. It wasn't prolonged, but like as an example, I did a scuba diving for my birthday in Hawaii one year and I was not comfortable in the ocean and I had almost like a mini panic attack as I was getting into the water and doing it. And I had a moment of, bitch, get out the water now. You're not going to make it. Don't do it. And I had to tell myself, no, this is an incredible experience that you're going to miss out on because you're scared. And like a bunch of people around you, if anything goes wrong, you're going to be okay. Like dive in and do it. And I was so glad that I did because it was incredible.
Yeah, I love that. And it's about those moments, right? Like not letting just the biggest, loudest voice win, but really truly being able to listen to the divine guidance like from our body. How about you, Rick? Has that ever happened?
No, You know, I don't listen to my body. I don't listen to anyone. I don't think I have. I mean, you know, if anything, maybe
Like your intuition kicks in for something,
intuition
you're like,
kicks in.
oh
I guess.
no.
Yeah, I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe I overthink things. You know, like
Mm.
I'm always, you know, like if I'm taking care of kids, then I'm overthinking like, oh shit, something bad's gonna happen.
That's
But
normal.
that's normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't say I have. I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, then this embodiment activity we're going to do is going to be right up your alley because it's going to
Perfect.
help you get in tune with our body. So this is going to be really quick, guys. It's not really that serious, but listen, put all the cock blockers away. Shut all the noise down from wherever you're at. Find just like a quiet spot, even if you need to go to the bathroom just for a little bit. It's just going to be a few minutes. I want us to take in 3 slow, deep breaths. And we're going to go ahead and inhale slowly and hold it at the top. And as we exhale, we're going to do it with our mouth open. One more time, slow inhale. Hold and release. Any sound that wants to come out is perfectly normal and beautiful. Embrace it. One last deep breath in, nice and slow. Holding at the top. And exhale. So yummy. And when I say the words erotic embodiment, what are you feeling in your body at this moment? What's the first thing that pops in your mind or the first sensation that you felt? And I want you to focus on that body part. Where was that tingle that you felt? That pull, that vibration, or did it just pop into your head? Go ahead and just focus on that body part and continue to breathe deeply. And ask that body part how it's feeling at this moment. Accept and embrace whatever it has to say to you. It could be your pinky. It could be your ear, your left breast, your toe, your knee. There's no right answer. It doesn't have to be your genitals. It definitely could be, though. But lovingly embrace without trying to fix or change anything that they have to say to you. But just tune in and listen. And so when you have time for the rest of the month, I want you to just go ahead and do this activity. If you feel called to work with the same body part, you can do that. Or if you get a different body part anytime, I invite you to do that as well. When I've been doing this activity lately, I mean, y'all aren't going to be surprised. It's definitely my pussy for me. She's always speaking. Man, she wants a bigger microphone than I have. Let me tell you, this bitch, like, she wants the spotlight. Okay. But I want to know, how did that feel for you guys? Carol, if you were able to do it, Priestess, Rick.
That was great. I feel very like calm. I'll tell you, like, a bitch is hot right now. I don't know, like, my body temperature has just been through the roof lately, and like I feel like it definitely increased in that moment. And it's funny when you were like, whatever sound you want to release, in my head it was like chupapi muñaño. But I was still in
Chupapi
it.
muñaño, sí.
But I definitely feel increased body heat, and
Mm,
it was like my knees that I felt first. So,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Did they did your knees have any message for you?
no, I just felt like really hot and just like enjoying, and like I have the fan on me, so it's like feeling
Oh,
the breeze,
nice.
calmness of like, all right.
Yeah, I love it. And it's so simple, it's so quick, and you can do it, you can do it anywhere. It's a good calming tool for me that I've also been using in my anger phase right now. So, thumbs up. Rick, I know you were keeping track of what's going on, but were you able to get into your body at
Yeah,
all?
I mean, well, yeah, I mean, it's cold in here, so
Uh,
like, I mean, I felt relaxed though, and then
uh-huh.
like just like a calming sensation. Like, I mean,
Nice.
yeah, I was a little busy there, but I mean, like it still feels good. You know what I
Was
mean? It feels good. Like, I mean, like it kind of,
was there
with the cold, I get a little stiff, so
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
like it just kind of relaxed, like everything just kind of let
Oh, I
loose
love
for a bit.
that.
Yeah,
Was there any specific body part that
mostly the shoulders here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I've been having a lot of like soreness going on lately,
Mm.
but I blame golf. But
Well,
but
we're
I mean
just
that's also the arthritis. I mean, it is what it
yeah,
is.
and we're gonna love on our bodies and really explore our bodies.
I know that I love that when he said his shoulders, he crossed like he was hugging his self.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did see
It
that. I
feels
love
good. Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Can you
Like
feel
Vinny would do it.
the
Like
Oh, yes.
you know.
That got me. Man, that so got me.
Carol Mommy just said it's a calming feeling for sure.
Oh, thank you, Carol Mommy. I know that she had another comment
Yeah.
up
So
there, Rick. What did
her
she
other
say?
comment was, if you donate 1,000, then she'll cake fart live on Zoom.
I mean,
This one gets a star. I love that.
I definitely would.
That's a good
For
one.
$1,000, but you can't record it. Oh, I don't know. $1,000, maybe you should be able to record it.
Well, I mean, they're paying. Yeah, it's live on
That's
Zoom.
a lot of
so
money.
if they have the
But
capability,
you can't
well, I
record
don't know.
it.
Yeah, you can't replay
No.
it. Yeah, maybe
You can't
not.
record it.
Yeah, maybe don't record.
Because no.
Stop the internet from interneting. So
it.
that things can't be recorded.
True. How can I do it like encrypted or something? You can't.
just
There has to be a
help.
way. Huh?
You need the help of Anonymous or like a hacker type internet person.
Oh, I'm sure I know some people. I definitely know who I'm thinking in my head right now. You know who you are. I'm gonna hit you up.
Carol Bobby said, "I'll record and boomerang that."
Oh, that would be a bomb ass boomerang, though.
Boomerang.
You're right. Listen, Carol, mommy is like the queen of promo. Let me tell you. I need to have a meeting with you, Carol. Let's do this.
I could hear her announcing it too. Like,
yes, me too. That would be so great. She'd have to get a cut of the profit. She did that for sure. But I want this to be a focus too for us, because when we are in our bodies and we start to really get to know our body, this beautiful thing happens when you start learning like the ways to love yourself, the ways to please yourself, the ways to soothe yourself. When we know all of these things, we're able to teach it to others, and knowing what we want and knowing what is like good and positive and healthy for us, and not just in a romantic relationship, but in any relationships that we have. So we're going to continue doing embodiment activities throughout the month. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. And lastly, it's Anal August. So, we got to get into it, because last season we did an entire series where we went into a lot of detail on how to prepare yourself for anal from a physical, mental, and spiritual perspective. So, if you really want to commit to starting anal play or improving your anal play, make sure that you go back to catch the entire series, because it was a lot of information. I want to say it was like maybe 4 hours worth of information. So throughout this month, we're just going to be giving you like little tips and reminders. And today's reminder for anal mindset, for anal play is, excuse me, what was in my inhaler? Excuse me, mindset. So I'm going to start that all over again. Today's reminder for anal play is mindset. And with any form of sexual exploration, it's really important for us to examine what our thoughts are around the activity that we want to explore. And anal has so many societal barriers that we need to get through before we're able to really be open to anal play. So I want to invite you for this week to really open yourself up to a new perspective when it comes to anal play. So can you actually begin with a clean slate and just view anal through a pleasure lens? There definitely are steps that we have to take before we can be ready to open up our pleasure portal, but the rewards are definitely phenomenal. Like absolutely 100%. Like I want you guys to consume positive information of anal experiences instead of having us stay stuck in our stories of fear and uncleanliness. If there's anything about sex stories, the first thing that comes up with anal is someone has a horror story to share with you. And it's like going to be the worst, most painful experience that they are going to share with you. And it's going to be traumatizing. And you're like, the fuck, I don't want to go through that. So I want us to challenge ourselves to let that kind of melt away, right? Listen to positive stories of anal play, like mine. Like the one I'm about to share with you right now. I'm actually not going to share like a super story, but for me, one of the biggest highlights with anal has been that it's unlocked my mutant / superhero ability to squirt, and to squirt with no clitoral stimulation needed. It's literally only anal penetration. Of course, it took me work to get there, right? It wasn't like the first time I tried anal, like this is what happened. No, not at all. But if you would have talked to me a couple of years ago, I would have never thought that I would ever proudly say that I'm an anal slut and I love it. And it's like at the top of like sexual things that I want to do. Like like now when I have a session or an encounter, like anal play is something I definitely want to do. Like I need it. Like it's part of my repertoire. Mind you, of course, I'm not talking about like doing anal with strangers or whatever. If that's your game, cool, no judgment. I'm not there yet. I still, it's still only with Kinky Boo because that's who I trust and who I'm comfortable with and who I'm able to just completely surrender my body to. But it has opened me up in so many ways. I've talked about this. Like it's just like mind blown. It really, really is a pleasure portal. The work that I did really played off, and I really want all of my fellow humans to have this amazing experience of being able to feel secure in your body and open up to the taboo pleasure of anal play. So I know y'all are already coming up with like reasons why you can't do it. And one of the reasons is, girl, but I got long nails. Look it. So tonight on Sexual Frequency, we have the perfect model to show us no more excuses with your long ass nails, bitches. Listen, hoes. This is what you're going to do. Are you ready, priestess? You have all the supplies?
I've got the supplies.
Okay.
I didn't know I was doing this, by the way. This was an impromptu because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the studio. And she was like, oh, I was going to have you demonstrate. Do you have these things? And I did.
Yes, she did. So she was ready. So all you really need is cotton ball and gloves. So that glove is probably not the best type of glove, but this is what we have. And that's okay. You want to get a glove that's going to be really fitted to your skin. Because what you're going to do is, depending on how many nails you're going to use, I would suggest that you do 2 and maybe 3, because that thumb play is also a little bit different. You can only do 1 for the demo, priestess. That's fine. You're going to get the cotton ball and you're going to put it over your nail and like in the backside, and then you're going to bring the cotton over so that it's like has a nice cushion over your acrylic.
Or just like fold it.
Fold it.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course the glove, I mean, you want to probably cut it in half. You don't want that big ball there because that's gonna like. The point is that you're able to like penetrate with your digits, so you can fold it. Whichever way feels comfortable to you, and then you're gonna put the glove on. And then, of course, like with any type of anal play, you're always going to need lube. I know for a lot of people think that spitting is very sexy. I don't disagree with you, but you probably need more than spit when you're doing anal play. Yeah, that's like great. And then of course with lube, as much lube as you think you need, just do a little extra squirt. And there you go. With a glove that's going to be really fitted, it's going to be nice and tight, so it's not going to come off. And you'll be able to play, stimulate, and penetrate with your long nail, whether you're doing anal play on yourself or whether you're doing anal play on someone else. So there you go. That was the anal tip of the day for you hoes with acrylics. No more excuses, okay? Your
This
nail is not going to get dirty. It's going to be nice and comfy and cushy for your partner or for yourself. You're going to say, Princess?
pretty genius. But to
Right.
that point, I don't know if you guys have ever heard Cardi B talk about like washing your ass, and then like because people don't wash their ass, it's like, bitch, I got these long ass nails and I still get this fucking finger in my ass to clean it out in the shower and make sure
Yes.
that we're all good everywhere. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You
it's
can
a
do it.
question with the long acrylics, like how do you even masturbate? It's like, look, you figure it out.
Yeah.
I didn't have these long acrylics to begin with. It's a work in progress.
Absolutely. Thank you, Priestess, for doing that for us. We appreciate you. And for our closing segment, I've been waiting for this segment, guys, because y'all know I've been talking about it all episode, how spicy I've been. So are we ready? Are we ready for horny astrology?
Ready.
Let's do it.
If I don't disappoint, I feel like extra pressure.
No.
I actually
Never.
did the segment to this, but first off, it's Leo season, guys. It's
Hey.
Leo season. Like, I don't know about all of you, but I have been like leaning into the Leo season. Like, as you can see, my nails are hella long. I don't usually have them this long. I have long nails, but like, literally, I told the nail guy, he's like, is the length still okay? I was like, you know what? Let it grow. Let's see what happens.
I like that. Let it grow.
So I've been keeping my nails long. I've been getting these like bright pink, red, orange, yellow, all these colors that I normally do not get. Like, clearly, I'm
The
really...
Leo look at me colors.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah.
I mean, it might be because my Venus is in Leo and I'm just like living for it this year.
Yes.
What about you guys? Are you leaning into the main character energy? Because that's like Leo right there.
Bitch, yeah, and I'm trying to box everybody. I don't like it. Like, don't come at me sideways.
Fire is fire, whether it's
It is
like
fire.
me, whether it's like fuck you, whatever it is, fire, right? So let's get into the big part here. Those of you that do follow astrology, even in the slightest, have heard of this, big, scary, crazy transit happening with Mars, Uranus, and the North Node. They're all conjunct together in Taurus. It's gonna be like that for a while. And while yes, this is definitely an intense moment, much more for some signs than others. Not everybody is experiencing it the same way. The most important part here to remember is that it's not the end of the world. Like, there's crazy, there's this, there's that, but look, it's a moment. It's not forever, and it's a time period right now. So I want to give a special shout out to the Chani app, because every week they do kind of like an astro weather, what's going on for the week, and they do they add a tarot card for the week that kind of exemplifies the energy. And so the card that they picked this week was the Tower. And those who know tarot, the Tower is also a big scary card that when people get it in their reading, they're like, oh my god.
Destruction.
Yeah, so I'm going to just show it really quick so we all can see together. We've got our standing tower here. We've got not a great structure down here. Looks a little crazy. We have a lightning bolt coming in and just blazing that shit afire, right? Like you see the fire at the top, you see the crown falling down, you see all these little fire bolts everywhere. And then these two fools who are like, I'm out, bitch. I'm dipping. I'm jumping out of this.
Fuck this shit.
So look, similarly, this transit can bring about this unexpected, massive changes, destruction, chaos, etc., etc. But with any situation like this, when you're experiencing these kind of moments in your life, the most important thing is to keep your cool as much as possible, right? You don't want to jump out at the minute shit starts going wrong. You're not trying to eject, right? Like, I'm not saying stay in the tower and crumble down with the tower, but take a breath, look around, gather the shit that you need before you bolt, and don't jump out the window. Find an exit, you know? Obviously every situation is different. You treat it differently, and obviously much easier said than done to just keep it cool when everything's ablaze around you, right? I kept thinking of the scene in The Money Pit where Tom Hanks is stuck in the floor. For those who have seen it, you're welcome. But for those who have not, they buy a house that turns into a fucking money pit. Everything goes bad. Destruction, tower, chaos. He ends up getting stuck in a hole in the floor, cannot breathe, and gets to a point where he's been there for hours that he just kind of starts getting a little delusional and laughing and, fuck it. I'm here.
Talking to the Care Bears.
Exactly. It's like, I'm here. And you know what? I'm here. Let's fucking laugh at it. Let's take it in. Let's do what we got to do, but don't lose your cool before the help comes. Because eventually it happens. And you do have to trust that all of this going on is truly for your highest, best. It's your entrance to your 2.0. It's your, sometimes the foundation is so fucked, you just need to just throw that shit out the door, let it collapse, and rebuild.
Goddamn.
And rebuild in a way that you want to rebuild. Rebuild in a way that you weren't told what the structure needed to be. You're creating that structure now. So I picked this song because,
I just want to say I got chills, bro. I got chills.
I picked this song because it's Queen Beyonce. Obviously, everybody knows Queen Beyonce is Queen Virgo, but she has her Mars and her North Node in Leo. That's Leo energy. And I know I heard some people like, oh, why didn't she wait for Virgo season to like drop her album? Well, she's bringing in the Leo energy, because if you haven't heard that album, you need to listen to it. And she's also ending it in the Virgo season, which
part due
22nd, right? So this song, listen to it with the lyrics, and the one I want you to focus on is unapologetic when we fuck up the night. So fuck it all up. All the shit that's going wrong, you fuck it up. Don't let the happenings fuck it up for you. You fuck it up before the happenings fuck it up for you. And fucking make it your own. So look.
Say less. Y'all better get the fuck out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way.
I will definitely be dropping some key dates for the month. I know we didn't get into all the astrology, but this was a hot topic, and I think it was important to touch on. And, this was Horny Astrology, where we put the ass in astrology. Forget
Yes. Round of motherfucking applause. That was so good. I got the chills. For those of you in this world, y'all know chills is confirmation. So the accuracy, it was the accuracy for me. The
Hey.
foundation falling apart. The like, damn. I mean, I didn't think my foundation was that bad. I thought maybe I had a little bit of termites, but they're like, bitch, no, you're sliding down a hill, ho. Like, what you gonna do? You can't squirt your way out of this. Maybe I can. Who knows? Listen, we appreciate that, priestess. Thank you so much. That was like super helpful, especially for me. I've been kind of going through it. So the chills confirmation. I love it.
Check out figure out what it means for you, because it could be, you know, opposites. I wanted to focus on that because that is the hot topic, and you have some really crazy, scary things out there on the internet that are like freaking people out, and you really just gotta like, okay, take a
cake
breath.
farts.
Take a
I
breath.
mean, cake farts, hot farts, all the farts,
Hot cake farts.
hot cake farts. That would be
Yes.
dangerous. That would have to be an in-person session for fucking sure, because you got to smell the hot fart. You know, got to smell it. I want to thank Priestess for joining us, and for Horny Astrology, and for her beautiful demo of how to provide anal play when you have acrylic nails or longer nails. We appreciate you. I want us to go ahead and close out, because once I finish what I'm going to say, we're going to close it out. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel at Infinity Studios, on Lotus Hustle Life on YouTube. You can find me at Lotus Hustle and S.Frequency on Instagram, Goddess Lore on TikTok.
RickRocks00 on Instagram.
Get in those DMs.
Yeah.
The.high.priestess88 or horny.astrology.
Yes. And y'all know that every night we close the show with the words of our ancestors, or my ancestors. But tonight we're going to close the show in a very special way with the wishes of our newest beloved city's ancestor, Vin Scully. He says, "And now all I can do is tell you what I wish for you. May God give you for every storm a rainbow, for every tear a smile, for every care a promise, and a blessing in each trial. For every problem life sends, a faithful friend to share. For every sigh, a sweet song, and an answer for each prayer." We love you, Vinny.
Yes.
Damn, he was so special.
Bruh. You warned me.
That's the beauty of live.
Ooh.
That's good. That's great.
That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
I love him. Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you. All right. Peace out. Yeah. Have a good week.
Shit, I thought we were muted.